No, 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 no.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Markout Mania.
Yeah.
Coming to you live.
Yes, sir.
Our gracious host is doing his family duties at the moment, so it is left to the extreme James Sarno and I to start the show off. How are you doing
Yes,
today,
sir.
James?
I am doing good, my friend. I am hanging in there. You know how it is. The Duracells are still going, so I'm still ticking. So let's do it, baby. How are you, Zeus?
Good. The real question is being in Florida where you are, have you been struck on the head by a falling iguana?
No. I've been careful everywhere I walk because number of palm trees where I live, but they're all frozen. So no frozen iguanas, thank God.
That's
You know?
that's what I've been seeing a lot on YouTube. Is they've been like some places has been 5,000 recovered
Yeah,
iguanas.
they said it sounds like real small because you hit thuds on the concrete. Like poof, poof, poof. And it's the iguanas.
They
So
are like our good friend Crossing Mexican who also shuts down when it gets below 50 degrees.
I love this weather because I'm a native New Yorker, so to me this is like, oh, it's like a taste of home. But people lose their shit if it drops under 50 degrees. They're like, oh my god, it's Antarctica. Okay, pipe down.
Well,
You know?
it's been snowing here for 2 days, and
Yeah, but you guys are getting a shitload of snow, right?
not a lot of snow. It's just actually just
Okay,
snowing, and the fact that I don't think we've had a day above freezing since sometime in December.
nice, good job.
Yeah, so it's like it's like 2 feet deep in places. It's not fucking going anywhere.
Yeah.
When I was growing up and living in North Carolina, you get some snow, but then a day or two later it's 40 to 50 degrees again, and then
Yeah, it's gone.
whatever you had is gone.
Right.
But this shit just stays around forever.
Yeah, and especially if the temperature's below freezing, that shit ain't going nowhere, Zeus.
Yeah.
That's it. I would say probably by mid-March you'd be lucky it starts another way.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
They said we're supposed to get something a little warmer, but
Yeah, I say the same thing here. It's supposed to be cold for the next day, and then boom, back up to 75. So let's see how that goes.
yeah.
So hopefully, I mean, me, it don't bother me. So I like the cold.
Right.
So, but it's speaking of cold, there's been a chilly reception for the Royal Rumble, but we'll wait for Pedro to get back to get into that. Because
Well, I mean, you can briefly.
I mean, people are saying lackluster. It was poorly booked. It was. Jay Uso's entrance lasted like 6 fucking segments. Okay, it was ridiculous. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's just kind of becoming the overdone joke now. It's like, yeah, we get it. This is the thing. This is your thing. This is all we got. Because like we were saying, it starts up again in the middle of match. It's there at
Yeah.
the end of the match. It's there. It's just
I
there a lot.
mean, Zeus. I mean, he comes through the crowd during the Royal Rumble. He didn't even make it through the crowd by the time the other person came out. He was just getting over the barricade.
Well, now Bobby Heenan would say that that's smart Jesse Ventura would say that's smart. Because the longer it takes you to get to the ring, the less time you have to spend
Yeah,
in the ring
true,
avoiding being thrown
true,
out.
true. That is a good
But he's
point. That
not a
is a good
heel.
point.
He's not
Right.
a heel. So Jesse would roast him, saying, "Oh, I thought you're supposed to be so brave.
There you go.
Here's
There
this
you
guy.
go.
He's out here listening to his music to himself, and had all these stupid fans out here waving their arms around, and he should get in there."
That's what we needed on commentary was the body. Maybe that would have helped the show because let me tell you, man, whoever booked this, they had Brock Lesnar. He got eliminated during Jey Uso's entrance. I mean, come on.
Oba got him right.
Oh no! I just Cody Rhodes at LA Knight. It should have been Oba. That's another thing people were bitching about. How do you not have Oba eliminate Brock Lesnar? Because that sets up your WrestleMania match. Nope. Horrible.
Well, they do need to start just kind of tweaking their booking and things, because once again, James, the only thing that they're going to listen to is is fans that aren't there.
Right.
You know
Fair
what
enough.
I'm saying? So
Fair enough.
if the stadium, if the arena is half empty, then they're going to be like, "Oh, what are we doing wrong?"
Right. Right.
But they're paying record prices and still selling out arenas. So it's hard to get your argument across. But there is a point where you got to start saying, all right, well, what are we moving forward? I mean, I said this last week. AJ Styles is gone, John Cena is gone, Randy Orton might be going soon.
Yeah.
There's just some of the bigger names for a long period of time, are looking at at their careers ending, and you don't want to be New Japan and have to elevate a bunch
Right.
of people who
Right.
aren't ready for it. So you have to start looking at these people now that you have to decide, like, what do you want out of the people that are coming up.
Right.
And
I agree.
Hey, there's Pedro.
Well, I hear what you really want. What I hear, what everyone really wants, is Hostess Donuts for breakfast. As proud sponsors of Mark Out Mania Saturday morning.
Nice. Good job, Pedro. Good job.
That's great. Show us something else you're not going to eat.
Right. Exactly. Just torture us some more, you hump.
I will say that those are for my dad because he eats them on the weekends, but for breakfast. But I thought it would be a nice little.
More of you showing
I
up.
try to look of a prop. I try to think of a prop.
Right. That's so on brand of you, Pedro.
But what were we talking about? What are we talking about?
Oh yeah, we're talking about the Royal Rumble. How a lot of people say it was like luster, and Zeus is making the point where they're not going to listen to common sense or anything else. They're going to listen to the people who are not showing up. So he's got a point, and Zeus, I agree with you 100%. And you're right, but there's got to come to a place where you can't just keep playing it safe. I mean, you can't just keep playing on Sesame Street. I mean, you got to venture out.
I don't think it's so much that, James. It's just that you have to start getting ready to let go of some of these guys.
No, I agree. Absolutely. Yes.
So it's not even playing it safe. It's just playing it logical. So as far as great big guys, Obafemi is, because they like big guys. They've always liked large, big, muscular dudes. And
I don't need him beating up jobbers. I need him involved in storylines.
Well, that's what I mean. It's got to start. It has to start. Yeah. You have to start developing his character so people can get invested in him emotionally. you know, one way or the other, either
whichever
love him or
direction
hate him,
Zeus is,
you know.
whatever direction Zeus is at.
Yeah.
I was trying to point at Zeus. I couldn't figure out where. I was pointing at James.
Yeah. So like, you know, Obafemi's a logical choice, you know, in WWE style, to bring up, you know, into a bigger role. You know, of course, Dominic. You know,
I mean, they're already pushing Trick Williams, so that's good.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, why didn't you say the four potential young stars for the future are Dominic, Braun, Obafemi, and Williams? Like, they seem to be the obvious four to me to push to the moon.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, Dom is so close to being there already. I mean,
yeah, and you, like I said, you got to be ready for. You got to start putting them up higher, because, you know, the guys that are, you know, have been at the top, they're either gone or they're getting ready to be gone.
And, you know, I don't, you know, and, so, you know, speaking of not showing up, I don't know what this gimmick was during the Royal Rumble, how they did it, but apparently they moved people away from the seats at the top, like half of the bowl, so they could do lights on the seats.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it looked horrible on TV. It looked like there was nobody in the audience.
Weird.
It looked horrible. It just so like the seats could light up. It looked like, now I don't know whose idea that was. I don't know if that was a Saudi thing. I don't know if that was part of the stadium design thing just for the show. I don't know whose idea it was. But whoever it was, never ever do that again. Because it looks like shit.
James, don't. Well, I was gonna say, don't give them the idea to have more Royal Rumbles there. But then I remember they're having the WrestleMania there next.
They have a WrestleMania there, so this is a precursor.
Oh man,
you know.
Yeah, this is kind of a lesson on what not to do for WrestleMania, because
exactly. If this was a walkthrough, I get it. You know.
It can't be a walkthrough. How many people were at the Royal Rumble?
Supposedly 30. They were saying anywhere between 25 and 30.
I mean, WrestleMania needs a lot more than that. Don't they have a big soccer stadium?
Yeah, they have a stadium where WrestleMania is going to be somewhere else. Okay. Supposedly, this place holds 65,000. So we'll see. Supposedly. So, I mean, you know, they're going to be this year. They're going to be in Vegas. They're going to hold 60 grand, right? So there you go. So, well, I mean, you know, I you know, the whole Rumble thing was ho hum. I mean, it was poorly booked. I mean, Jey Uso's entrance alone I mean, how do you run it back in the middle of a Rumble and his entrance is still going on when the next entrance comes out? I mean, come on, man.
They were doing. I didn't hear about this. They were doing the yeet thing, like
they were doing the yeet, and they were still playing the music when the next guy was coming out.
You know what you just made me realize, James?
He stopped doing it. He stopped doing his wrestling moves in the middle of the ring, in the middle of the Royal Rumble, to run back the entrance.
I'm sad we never got New Jack in the Royal Rumble with his music blasting like for a long time. That would have been amazing.
He would have kicked Jey Uso in the balls.
Full of garbage and weapons and tossing it in
there
and then just.
I mean, again, I don't know if this was done because it's the Saudi crowd. I don't know if you did this in the Royal Rumble here in the States. But to run the entrance, like it felt like it was like yeeting for 20 minutes. I'm like, oh, come on. Horrible. Disgusting. But, with all that being said, there was a little bit of redemption on WWE's part with the ending of Raw on Monday. We got back that oomph, you know, just for a little bit between CM Punk and Roman Reigns. So hopefully that's the WrestleMania spark that we need.
Yeah, because I mean, Roman's another one. He's not he's no spring chicken anymore.
No, he's not. And Zeus is like you said. If you're going to start replacing these people, then you got to start giving them positions of put them in spots where they shine.
It just
I mean, you can.
you gotta develop storylines around them. That's the long and short of it.
Yeah, I totally agree. You can't just have them sit there and be mid card forever. I mean, that's why I like what they're doing with Trick Williams. I mean, they pushed him right in the top. He's interacting with Drew McIntyre. He's interacting with Cody Rhodes. That's how you do it.
Yep. Yep. So that's that's just kind of them in a nutshell moving forward. We had last year was going great for Liv Morgan until her injury. Looks like they're going to set her up for, they're setting her up to get that spot again. So
now it should be hard stuff.
Who said that this was the likely outcome of the Rumble? That Liv Morgan was going to win. Who said this?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, she was on SmackDown last night thinking it was going to be Jade. It's not going to be Jade. It's going to be Stephanie. And quite honest, it shouldn't even be Stephanie. Yeah, because Raquel should be Stephanie and have Liv face Raquel. That's how you should do it.
Yeah, because Stephanie's so boring.
No, and not only that, but Liv cost Raquel a title shot on Monday.
Yeah, and then there's more story. There's more story to chew on between Raquel and Liv, but I could see them doing it like Liv beats Stephanie at WrestleMania, and then you set up Liv and Raquel for SummerSlam.
Fair.
Yeah,
I could see it going that way.
Raquel's not going to be a female main eventer for WrestleMania.
No, true. I mean, she got pinned last night by Jordan Grace, which was a horrendous match, too. I mean, as much as I like Jordan Grace, take the mic out of my hand. Jesus, man, she could deflate a balloon real fast. Horrible. Horrible. Then Shinsuke Nakamura versus Tama Tonga last night was the most boring match I've seen in about a year. It was horrible. Why am I watching a 3-hour fucking SmackDown?
For that one.
No, not even. Zeus, that's what I was hoping for. Zeus, I was hoping for a bit of that New Japan magic. Just a little taste. Just a little bit. And Zero is my hero. I got nothing. Kaka. It was not good.
And I keep seeing rumor articles out there of Evil and Hiromu are coming to WWE.
What the fuck is Evil going to do in WWE? Honestly,
I don't know, man.
The Hiromu thing, I haven't seen. I've seen some people suggest it this week, but I feel like they're just tacking it onto the Evil story. I've seen more about Hiromu ending up in Noah than I have in Hiromu going
I don't
to
think
WWE.
There was an article on the Google, so I mean, I was just like, Jesus, everybody's.
Oh, it's on Google. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
too.
I mean,
I can see Hiromu going to Noah. I can't see him going to WWE.
Now the Evil to WWE story. Okay, but listen, the Evil to WWE story has had so much smoke to it for a long time now, that I have to believe there is more to that story, because there's just too much rumor, right? Usually when there's that much smoke, something is going on, or potentially. So I don't see it either. I mean, he's how old did you say he was, Zeus? Like 37, 39, something like that?
His body's beat up too.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, and he was
his
never
whole
that
gimmick
good
is
to
just
begin
doing
with.
heel stuff.
It's not like he
Well,
was.
I mean,
It's not like getting Tanahashi, who was once a gifted, wrestler. That could carry main events in a satisfying way. I mean,
if Evil, I don't know if Evil can speak English or not. If he can speak good English, and this is a hypothetical because we know this is not the case. But if Evil could speak good English and was cutting these like cartoony villain promos, I could see it more. I could see it his role better, right? Because he would just come and be a foreign evil heel or something. Okay, we could see it better. But yeah, I don't know. Who are they going to have Kiana James be his voice to his handler?
Imagine a stable Kiana James Jr. and Evil. Yeah, nobody's getting over. Although I give Kiana James her props, she had a hell of a showing at the Royal Rumble. She did really good, really good. I give her props. But other than that,
Whoa.
Sorry,
That was awesome. That was awesome. It follows what James said. James spoke the truth, evil. And it was like,
that was the evil Sting music. He's like, "What did you say, mommy?" No, I have no. I'm with you guys. I don't. They're gonna end up like, fucking Jeff Cobb, fucking irrelevant if they go to WWE.
So I don't know if y'all heard much on this. I have seen a lot of rumors about a Noah WWE. Like, we know they have some connection already because they've been doing stuff the last 2 or so years. Like,
right.
Yeah, especially with NXT. Yeah,
right. They've been doing a lot of stuff the last 2 or 3 years. Supposedly, the rumor is that the relationship between them is going to become more official in the near future. I don't know what that means.
Is it going to be like a TNA WWE relationship, or is it going to be
something like that? Not like WWE's not going to become part-time owners because they're owned by Cyberfight, which is a large company in Japan. So I mean, they're already owned by a corporation. But there's going to be some kind of thing, probably along the lines of like the TNA thing. But who knows? We'll see. Nothing may happen for all we know. So,
well, I mean, they worked with, Noah worked with WWE, in the past. They worked with TNA in the past.
Yeah.
We've seen them, be able to work with, Western promotions, lightly here and there, but I guess just the final thing is, yeah, it makes more sense for guys who were let go from New Japan go to somewhere like Noah, which is, it's kind of crazy to think about in a way because of how many other older guys that have been there a lot longer in New Japan, Makabe, Hanma.
Jesus, yeah.
I mean, they've been there for over 20 years. So, it just the climate, whatever they're trying to do there, they're probably saving money for the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
Without all those bigger name guys who are gone now. So
I mean, that's an interesting thing. They've pushed Suji, they're pushing Aaron Wolf, they're pushing Yuto Ice, they're pushing them up the card, and they've just got rid of some of these long time sort of big contracts. So in terms of, because I don't know if you guys remember last year, they didn't make a ton of profit. They made money. New Japan made money, but they didn't make a lot of profit.
Right.
Stardom technically made more profit than New Japan did for Bushiroad, but Stardom has less cost, right? You have, I mean, they have a lot of people on contract, but still, it's less cost than New Japan has. So I could see you're letting these big contracts go. You're saving money. The only problem is 2 or 3 years down the road when Suji and such get to a point where they need their contract to be more expensive. Do you pay them more or do you let them go to move up someone else? And this only works if New Japan puts people in position to move up, right? Which we know they are very, very slow to do in modern time. And
they already got caught with the past on once.
Do this.
Yeah, wrestling sucks.
Like whatever one wants to say about CMLL and Stardom, one thing both of those promotions are good about, they always are lining up people to replace the people on top if they have to. They always have people to move up the card. They have them in position where, you know, if their top stars end up going, they got someone to slot in that role and the machine keeps going. New Japan's real slow about this, as we know, in recent years. I'm not talking about the past. We're talking about the last 15, 20 years. They're real slow about this. So,
yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, and you know, some of these places, you know, we watched, you know, AAA go through a really thin period where they didn't have anybody. I mean, they had Joe Leader main eventing stuff, and that's just, you know, that's crazy. You know.
Well, at least the original Grande Americano's back, so that's good.
That terrible Frontera faction. Oh my God. That stuff became really impossible to watch there.
Yeah. People don't realize how bad AAA has been terrible a lot of times. A lot of times in their history. They've been bad more times than they've been good. This is a stone cold fact about AAA. They've been bad more times than they have been good. They have more bad runs than they have good runs. But everyone thinks about the hot run at the start, right? And then they think about that hot run in 06 and stuff like that. They don't think about those periods where it's just, you know, just absolute dog shit was going on. So I mean that's why the current AAA is so interesting, right? It's so fun and interesting. But
you know, they
worst thing to happen. I know
they had a promo from Santos Escobar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw that. That was good.
Yeah, in that last episode of AAA, it was a very enjoyable short show. You know, of course, we got to see Mr. Iguana, La Parca. You know, it's cool. You know, 4-way match, and
they were in the Royal Rumble, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. How did
All Vice was there, and they had a promo. They had a promo from it was like a little vignette from NXT with Ethan Page and Chelsea Green.
Oh.
And they dubbed Spanish voices over voices for the crowd.
That's
right. It wasn't reading any subtitles. It was you know, hola Chelsea.
I gotta see this now. I gotta see this.
Telemundo actors, you know, like telenovela actors, yeah.
You know,
¿Cómo está usted, Chelsea?
James, I didn't see the Rumble. How did Riyadh react to the AAA wrestlers? How did they react to Mr. Iguana and La Parca?
They went over like Julia.
Oh, really? They didn't.
They got no response. They had no clue what they were. Yeah. Zero.
Okay.
Don't they? I shouldn't say that. It was more like they didn't care.
Yeah,
they just didn't care.
I heard that too.
Yeah, they just didn't care. You know who got the biggest pop of the entire night?
Who?
Bella.
Oh yeah, I did hear that she got a huge pop, and people were so upset
Bella?
about it. Yeah,
Yep.
That's weird.
You know how the
but they,
Saudis like
hey, I'm gonna.
they
A lot
like
of
the
people.
wrestlers from 2000.
Yeah, and also a lot of people don't understand it. A lot of wrestling fans do not understand. Total Divas was massive show, not just in the United States, massive everywhere. There are so many people who love women who love the Total Divas show. Wrestling fans always just like, oh, that's shit, and it's just like there are so many reality TV fans who love the fuck out of that Total Divas stuff. So I could see them going nuts for the
Brie
Bella.
Bella got a huge pop, and it's so funny yeah, because on Monday Night Raw in Philly, crickets. her and Nikki Bella came out. We're gonna go for the tag team titles. Crickets.
and she's probably telling all of her fucking socialite friends, "Oh, I'm hugely popular in Saudi Arabia."
Yeah.
Yay.
I'm big in Saudi, tiny in Philly.
Oh, I'm big in Saudi. I'm big in Riyadh.
They just you know the biggest pop of the night. Well, I went to the big stars. You know, it was I mean you know like outside of Brie, it was Rhea Ripley when she entered, Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, Obafemi, they were chanting Oba in Saudi. I was like, what? They were like, Oba, Oba. I was like, okay. Brock Lesnar got a huge pop. You know, I mean, the Braun Breaker storyline. It was a way to go, but I personally think it was a waste. He was in the Royal Rumble for about 4 seconds. It just it boy, you know, I've said this before, but Triple H, they must have got a group discount on black hoodies because we got another hooded man come out at the beginning of Royal Rumble, jump Braun Breaker, threw him in the ring, Obafemi eliminated him, and that was it. I was like, wow, that was fast. So it was a way to go. So, I mean, I wouldn't have done it, but whatever.
What are the rumors about who the masked hoodie person was?
Well, I mean, you know, it's too easy to be
I haven't
Seth
heard.
Rollins, right? I mean, it's too easy to be Seth Rollins, but like a lot of people are saying, it's either Logan Paul or his brother, Jake Paul.
Oh my god!
So we'll see.
You tell me
Yeah, that's
Jake
His
Paul's
brother?
yeah, that's what people were saying.
Jaw broken?
That's what people are saying, but I think it makes sense if it's Logan Paul. You
right.
know, I mean, you have a little intrigue in the group. I get that. But I mean, you know, don't let it be Seth Rollins. That's too obvious. You know, so just, you know, do something with it. I mean, I don't know why it was done in the first place, to be honest, because it hasn't really been mentioned since. It's like they glossed over it. You know?
Yeah.
Echo Gate Studios, yeah, the Paul brothers versus Braun in theory at Mania. Maybe. Be Brian Blair.
I welcome in Echo Gate Studios.
Maybe.
Kiss my
So,
ass, Brian. Kiss my whole ass.
Bam. So, I mean, you know, it's just again, you know, I mean, if you're gonna post something like that, follow up and have some balls, you know, just you know, it was a lackluster Royal Rumble.
Damn.
It was, you know,
Damn, real hands of stone, Jake Paul.
Yeah, right.
Brutal.
If he has
glass.
Yeah, I was gonna say if he has hands of stone, he's got a jaw of glass.
It's got a glass jaw. Glass jaw. Oh, yeah. So, I
He
mean,
could
we'll
be in the new
see.
He-Man movie, Glassjaw.
Yeah.
James, I was giving crap last night because Bean asked me top 5 He-Man characters, and I just mentioned the top 5 characters I thought of off the top of my head. But who are your top 5 He-Man characters, James, and why are they not the movie version coming out? I'm joking.
So, after watching that trailer, I'm like, well, I like Skeletor, I like Shiva. I mean, I like Castle Grayskull, even though it's not a character. He-Man's all right. Adam's an asshole.
Have y'all ever seen the little Castle Grayskull I have?
No.
I got a little. I'll show it to y'all after a while.
Nice.
You said Adam is an asshole?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of his.
I'm not a fan of him. He's not an asshole. He's just just a wiener.
He's an idiot.
James, you need to watch him sing that a Four Non Blonde song.
No. I like Man at Arms. He was always cool. Man sucks. Warlock is an idiot. I hate that fucking thing. I want to rip him up.
We had a lot of terrible pseudo-human animal thing sidekicks in the 80s, Orko.
We did, yeah.
Orko, yeah. Snarf. Snarf was brutal.
Scrappy Doo.
Snarf.
There's just some terrible little mascots.
I like Battle Cat though, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah. Battle Cat was awesome.
He's awesome. And if I had to pick a sidekick, I had Gleek and Gloop with me. Fuck that.
Do it now.
If I had to pick a sidekick, I have Gleep and Gloop with me from the Herculoids.
Oh yeah, okay. I got it now.
But those would be my sidekicks.
I remember watching the Herculoids, and my dad saw that, and immediately he said, "Those are schmoos."
Schmooze.
Do you guys not remember that? There's a comic strip and a cartoon of Shmoo.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah,
that sounds familiar.
Shmoo looks kind of like Gleep and Gloop, but he's got like whiskers. And
yes, okay, yes.
Okay, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
Like, I think my dad they used to eat the schmoos or part of the schmoos. They would like cut off part of them and like cook it up, and they would like grow back.
Yeah. That is weird, but I mean totally can see it.
Yeah, but the Herculoids was a great that was a great cartoon. It was really short lived.
Mm-hmm.
You had such an eclectic bunch. They were kind of kind of a like a Robinson Crusoe, family trapped on a tropical weird planet, and with exotic monsters and shit.
There you go, Pedro. Shmoo, yeah, exotic monsters. Yeah, I like the Hercules. I was like Hanna-Barbera was on a roll at that time. What was that? Late '60s, early '70s? All that shit came out.
I'm pretty sure Herculoids was '70s.
'70s. Because I remember watching them the day they were at syndication. When I was a kid, they were in syndication already. So like the only time you get to see them was like, the Hanna-Barbera hour on Saturday, and they would show all these older cartoons, and that was part of it.
It was 1967.
Yeah, 1967.
69.
69.
Okay.
I didn't realize it was that old because I mean I saw it as a kid.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And that's more from you know, a lot of Alex Toth character designs in there.
Yeah, like a lot of them didn't get shown until they were in syndication in like in the late 70s, you know? Because that's when, you know, that's when they
Yeah,
pop back
I
up
think
on TV.
I think the 70s is when when Saturday morning cartoons really started.
Yeah. Well, I guess they had all that shit in the vault, and they were like, well, wait a minute, you know? Oh, why do we need to make stuff if we got stuff sitting there? And, you know, Herculoids is one of them. You know, Herculoids, Thundar, all that shit, you know?
all that shizit.
Thundar the Barbarian, Ukla the Monk. He was awesome.
Yeah, that was Ruby Spears though. That wasn't.
Yeah? Okay. Ruby Spears, yeah, there you go. Good job.
You know, Kirby and Alex Toth did a lot of work on Thundar.
They should have booked the Royal Rumble.
Oh man,
Oh
man, what if Jack? I tell you, if Jack Kirby could ride a Royal Rumble, boy, that would be amazing.
Imagine.
It would be a lot of big punches and big slams and big throws.
Yeah.
Okay, what about this? What about this?
No, who have win the Royal Rumble, right? Darkseid will win it.
What about a Hanna-Barbera Royal Rumble?
Yeah. Oh my
Hanna-Barbera Royal Rumble, yeah. I could see Shaggy getting the fucking eliminated in 6 seconds.
Oh, you know, Shaggy would jump out looking for somebody's damn sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he'll pull a no mascaras.
Yeah.
He'll eliminate himself. Is that a Scooby snack? I'm over the rope.
Like zoinks, it's peanut butter sardine sandwich.
Oh god.
Zoinks.
I remember before he passed away, God rest Casey Kasem, but you know, he tried to retcon Shaggy and say that Shaggy was always a vegetarian.
What?
Yeah,
No, he was clearly eating pastrami, salami, fish, cheese. You know, his sandwiches were full of meat.
Meat.
Yes. But yeah,
As Booker T says, all meat, no bread.
I mean, the fact that we had the wacky races, or the
I remember that, yeah.
the fact
The
that we
wacky
had the
races.
Laugh Olympics, that we had 3 massive teams.
I love the Laugh Olympics.
Of characters.
Yeah.
You know,
Dick Dastardly, come on.
Those were like all stars of their own cartoon.
Yeah. I love Dick Dastardly. He was the man.
They had so many people to choose from. Hanna-Barbera's just got a massive character base.
Mm.
I mean,
again, Royal Rumble, massive Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah.
It set it up as holograms. Like the greatest Royal Rumble in Riyadh.
That 60 man.
Yeah, Zeus and I were both making the same joke. The greatest Royal Rumble. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying make it put holograms in the ring and you put it in Saudi.
Yeah, well they teased the Obafemi Brock Lesnar thing in Royal Rumble. I mean they teased it, the fans were eating it up. But again, Brock Lesnar got eliminated during Jey Uso's running it back eating. So they missed it.
Now here's the thing. Here's a good question. How do you get rid of Brock Lesnar when he's ready to go? Because I don't think he's gonna tap out for Gunther.
Obafemi. Only time you do the match is when you put Obafemi over. So that's when Brock Lesnar's ready to go.
When do you think Brock is ready to leave?
Oh, Well, you know,
Not
his
when,
ego plays
not
into
when
it.
you want him to leave Pedro. James.
I wanted him to leave yesterday.
Yeah, I know. But I'm
But
saying,
you know what it is too, because his ego plays a lot into it. But I mean, yeah, I would give him one more WrestleMania, and then at least by next WrestleMania, I mean, he's got to be. I mean, he's not getting any younger either. I
no.
mean, you know, like how much can his body take? You know, so I would assume by next WrestleMania that's got to be it, right? I mean, how much longer is he going to do it? I mean, yeah, he's on the part-time of all part-time schedules, but still, you
Well,
know,
that shit doesn't matter anymore.
yeah.
It doesn't
But
matter if you're part time or full time or
I mean, what Zeus? What? Yeah,
what.
what? Do you want to give him one more year and then that's it?
I mean, because I imagine that he's got such a he's pretty well endeared to the management of WWE and TKO. He can stay as kind of as long as he wants and his body's willing to.
Yeah.
That's the scary thing is he can kind of leave and pop back in and leave and pop back in.
I mean, you know, he decimated John Cena that match earlier this year, but he looked like he was going to have a corner.
Yeah, this has not been a great year for conditioning for WWE wrestlers, male wrestlers. I don't think there've been
Eh,
a lot of guys kind of blowing up, and
Yeah, I mean, he looked like he was beating the shit out of Cena. He was purple.
do,
I
do y'all
mean, he
think this
beat
means
Cena so bad, he was tired.
that they should go back to the house shows? Maybe get those reps in.
I
They
mean, you
won't.
yeah,
know, it
but
doesn't have to be a savage
you're not getting
schedule.
Brock Lesnar to do house shows,
That's true.
Exactly.
That's true.
so
Maybe there's jet lag involved too. Who knows?
I mean, yeah, I mean, you know, you're going all the way to, I mean, but still, it's you know,
well,
I,
I mean,
I, I mean, uh, I mean, I don't know what the training regimen is for Brock Lesnar, but if I'm booked in a match a month from now, I'm hitting the ring just to get cardio in, but for an entire month. Now,
at the very
you,
least, at the very least, I would think that you go to the training center and just work with
right,
you know
right, you know, you got a
work with
fully,
people.
I mean, a fully staffed, fully, you know, whole big goddamn PC in Orlando. I mean, take advantage of it. You know, it's just to get your cardio up, just so you don't pass out in the ring.
But there's also, we know that there's a lot of um, wrestlers today. They don't like any kind of criticism, advice, anything like that these days.
It's all about
they're
ego.
so fucking sensitive about shit,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like they get mad at fans saying something that might be
How dare you? How dare you say
it
that?
might be mean or it might be honest or it might be both. But the fact that that you got a hard time processing that shit, when I remember in 1999 and what was reportedly Lita's first appearance in ECW, we called her a crack whore relentlessly for about
Yeah.
5 minutes,
Yeah,
and it
I
did
was
not
one of them.
bother
Yeah,
her deep inside. She covered her ears like a heel, flipped us
yeah.
off, and told us to go fuck ourselves.
Yep, and we ate it up. Yeah.
And that was there were so many fucking terrible foul fucking things that people said to each other in ECW. That we rip on other fucking fans and shit. Nobody cared. It's just it's just one of those things where we don't go to try to reinforce how good you feel about your fucking self. We go there to have fun.
Exactly.
And sometimes having fun is ripping on people. Wrestlers make fun of fans all the time.
And fans make fun of other fans. Ask Halitosis, bro. She got it.
She got it.
But you know, but hey, I mean,
Oh.
that's where we're at today.
Yeah, it's sad because I think you're right, Juice. That like nobody wants to hear it, and everybody's too sensitive. But not for nothing. All you have to do is watch the product to see is you need to get into cardio shape. Because if you can't work your match because you're too exhausted from your entrance, that's telling me something.
Yeah, that's a problem. I mean,
That is a problem.
you gotta fucking
And then you're gonna run it back. Right? You're gonna stop throwing people over the rope. Wait a minute, let's stop. Hold on, time out, let's stop. Run it back. Get everybody excited. Yeah, exactly, Pedro. Yeah, everybody's eating, but he can't even pick his arms up. Yeah, because he's blown up. Yes, bastard. Eat a carrot, run a marathon, you hump.
And you think I was a too cool fan from the way I keep bringing them back up lately, but I really wasn't. But if you look back at at their career, they didn't they didn't have to cry about stuff. They went in there and they did what they needed to do for 8 to 12 minutes, and
they got eviscerated at first. People hated on them
at the end.
Yep.
It's formulaic, but they were always up to the task. There was a lot of people that were up to the task back in the day.
And Zeus fans eviscerated them at first because of that gimmick, and then they ended up loving them because of it.
Right.
They couldn't get enough.
If you lean into something, even if it's bad, if you wrestle is one of the few things where you can shine a turd. You're just gonna have to, get in there and make it your turd.
Do not special PSA. Do not try to shine your turd. For any impressionable young youths out there,
it's a metaphor, not a fucking. Literal.
I know.
I'm not telling you. I'm telling everybody else.
It's part of my joke because of the way people will take things so literally, but who knows?
Yeah.
The yeet is over. What can you do?
And that's the thing is when 18,000 fans start bringing signs that say "Stop yeeting," and they don't stand up and wave their arms and
right
along with it. That's when you have to stop doing it. When it becomes not cool anymore.
But that's not happening, right? People are going to town on it. They can't get enough of it.
I mean, people still do the wave at sporting events, so
yeah.
But true. And then it's just
No, I mean, I understand WWE milking the Yeti because, they got merch, they got all this shit they got to move. And, as long as they see at least 5 people in the audience sticking their hands up, there's money to be made off of it. I get it. But
no, I think it's got to be a lot more than 5.
Yeah, I was going to say, James, there's a bit more than 5 people in the audience doing it. How about
but as long as there's as long as there's at least 5 people doing it, they're gonna make money off of it.
At that point they won't.
It's over at that point.
Yeah, it's over.
Because you can't.
Because they're milking the shit out of it now. I mean, he doesn't even wrestle anymore.
That's only because printing 2,000 T-shirts for 5 goddamn people. Sorry,
but Zeus, he doesn't even wrestle anymore.
A double-sided
That's
T-shirt,
what he does.
even for WWEshop.com, is going to cost them at least $7.
Now, what about
you make $7,000 worth of shit and only going to sell $35 worth of it for a profit of $27 per shirt. That's a big ass negative. They're not doing that.
You know, as Zeus is going on about this, I'm thinking about how many people I've known who've just gone nuts printing up or you know, getting stuff pressed off and stuff of their music, their comics, their art, their this and this, and like not selling any of it with no demand for it. I'm just like, oh, I was thinking people have done this, Zeus. People have actually done this, but
yes, but we're talking about a successful.
Yeah,
business
I know, yeah, yeah, I know.
Well, how much? Okay, how much longer you think this is gonna last?
It's going to last until it doesn't. I think.
Yeah, but Zeus has gotten to a point where he's not even wrestling.
But
he just cuts to the audience, and he just yeets, and then he's out of breath cutting a promo. I mean, what? It's like
imagine when Jey Uso is like he has chronic shoulder problems because of all the yeeting.
That would be ironic. He throws his shoulder out
like I did for my shoulder. I don't wish that on anyone. You know, I mean, as a professional athlete, you know, it's, you know, at some point you're probably going to get hurt. Especially doing some of the dumbass shit that they do in wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of injuries and stuff, Stardom, they had a pay-per-view today. And in the main event, Saya Kamatani like broke her finger or dislocated it. Her finger went the wrong way. Her finger bent the wrong way, but apparently she broke two of her fingers. But her finger was like pointing in the wrong direction. But she still finished the match. She won the match and stuff.
She got to be careful. She could end up like Bianca Belair. Who knows how long?
Well, now see, I was bringing it up just for this because some of the Western Joshi fans and stuff were like, were making fun of Bianca Belair because she's been out so long, and and I was thinking like these are two different injuries and two different.
Yeah, Bianca Belair broke her knuckle twice,
and also like one
she can't bend the finger.
Yes, the bigger problem for Bianca Belair was it didn't heal correctly. That was the bigger problem. That's the thing that's been causing her issue.
And they had to re-break it and set it again. Yeah.
Also, this a Japanese wrestler. We know they're gonna work through whatever, especially if they have a push going on. I mean, they're just gonna keep doing stuff. It's like different. I mean, it's not anything is. They're not relatable things, but. Yeah, it was funny to me the lack of self-awareness people have on stuff. But
not a fan.
I mean, people are stupid. I mean, that's.
Well, I could tell you. Well, I could, as far as following up after the Royal Rumble, that 3-hour SmackDown last night was garbage. The only thing good this week, there was a Roman Reigns, the whole thing Roman Reigns here promo. Because the whole rest of the show was garbage.
Was that Raw?
Raw, yeah. I watched, let's see, NXT 2 hours, 3 hours SmackDown. That's 2.5 hours of Raw. That's 7.5. So out of 7.5 hours worth of wrestling last week, about 15 minutes were good. So, because NXT was all right. Ava left. She's gone. Bye-bye.
Who?
Ava.
Oh, that's right. Rock's daughter is gone.
Yeah. Thank God.
What's she going to do now? Does anyone know? Or?
I don't know. I've heard so many stories that they said that, she didn't want to stay because she didn't want to work for the company because they were censoring her speech about ICE and all this. And then they offered her a contract renewal for the same money that she was making. She was like, same money. It was like a Jasmine Nick situation. It was the same exact money, the same exact dollar, cents, everything. And she said no. So, who knows?
Well, it's not like people are beating their doors down, asking.
Exactly.
Exactly. She's about as marketable as a fucking, old shoe.
I mean, it's not like I mean, I didn't hate her, but I mean, it wasn't. She was okay. I mean, it wasn't like she could. It was like she could be replaced.
She was terrible. Ugh, come on. The Rock is not going to say thank you, James. Thank you for sticking up for my shitty.
No, I'm not sticking up. I always thought her mouth was funny when she talked too. But
of my pee.
Wait,
wait a
second.
In a public toilet while I'm making movies.
Wait a second. Who's that in the Dynamite Collision Zone? Is that Simone Johnson?
Yeah, right.
Can you imagine? Yeah. Please. Versus Tommaso Ciampa.
James, Tommaso Ciampa won the TNT title last Saturday.
Who fucking cares?
I decided to watch the match. I was just curious. to see what it was like.
Because Pedro likes torturing himself.
And so first thing I want to say was before the match, Tony Schiavone was like, a match that's years in the making. And then they run this little video package, which first off, the production, dog shit production. You could not, the audio mix, you could not like hear anything really. Like you could sort of hear they're talking and stuff, but you couldn't really hear it. It was like mixed like for shit. It was so badly mixed. You couldn't really hear what they're saying. Some little thing about that they wrestled each other in Ring of Honor, and I'm like, but like everyone in this whole circuit, the last two decades have wrestled each other in Ring of Honor. Like,
yeah, and that was like 20-some years ago, wasn't it?
Right, and then it just sort of cut off as if like if this was the news and they had to stop a story because something breaking was happening. They cut it off just like that to go back into the thing. And I was like, what the fuck is with this production? So it was terrible production. That threw me off just before the match even happens. Then they make their entrances. And Tommaso Ciampa looks kind of goofy now. I mean, he looks the same as he has, but he's got this weird jacket. And I don't know. It makes his upper body look like it's giant and his legs are pencils. And I don't know. And then what's his face? Mark Briscoe comes out there. They wrestle for about 3 minutes, and then James, suddenly I was waking up, and they were like they were saying something like 18 minutes past, 5 minutes remaining, and I was like, wait. So first I'm surprised I slept through like all of this match. I'm not too surprised, but I'm surprised.
Exciting, riveting action kept you awake.
They're saying 18 minutes with 5 minutes remaining. So the time limit was 23 minutes on this match. Is my math is right? 23 minutes?
Yeah.
Who knows?
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. Who knows? Who knows?
And then the next 3 to 4 minutes, they Tommaso Ciampa hit an avalanche air raid crash. He hit. Then they both went through a table outside the ring. They beat the count at 5. Then they no-sold moves, doing the they hit a move and the person pops up and all this stuff. And then a bunch of knee strikes and Tommaso Ciampa won. And I was just like, there's a bunch of garbage. But I know I missed the majority of the match. I know. But yeah.
You know why that jacket looks so big on him, right?
Why?
Because he shopped in the men's section for the first time in his life.
Oh, damn.
I'm a big boy now. I can shop in the men's section.
I have zero tolerance for AEW right now. Because I'm so like blah with WWE that I can't even deal with AEW.
It's a good thing nobody's got you trapped in their basement, James.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I ain't getting trapped in nobody's basement. Maybe for WrestleMania weekend, but not now.
No, no. I think maybe they need to come to you for that.
Yeah. I
Um,
just,
just
they give us a sliver of hope
Who
with the whole
does?
Roman Reigns and CM Punk.
Oh,
Everything else is just I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's a combination of what Zeus says about you got to put the big, you got to put the newer guys in compelling storylines. Yeah, you got to develop the characters.
yeah.
You know,
I mean, it's not rocket science.
no,
Rocket science. I mean,
and you can't keep playing this safe. You can't keep living on Sesame Street. I mean, come on.
well,
I
now
think
that's literally what they've been doing for 20 years. So
I think
they,
like you have to look at like what they have on paper in terms of marquee WrestleMania type matches with what they have realistically, right? So Seth Rollins probably not available. They couldn't do Punk Rollins, right?
Right.
Uh, they could have done Braun Punk, but that's not as marquee as Roman Reigns Punk, right? That's like one of the biggest matches they could do on paper. On paper for marquee matches, that's one of the biggest ones they can do. So now Cody Rhodes, I'm hearing the rumblings it's going to be Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. That doesn't. I don't know.
Again, if that was me, I'd make it a triple threat with Drew, Cody, and Jacob Fatu because nobody wants to see Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre one-on-one again, especially after they had the 3 Stages of Hell match.
But like that's not very marquee either. Like none of those matchups sound that marquee. I don't know what the marquee match is for Cody Rhodes, but it doesn't feel like it's any of those. But
Yeah, well, you can't do Cody Orton again, can you?
that would have been that would have been somewhat marquee, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but you did run it back again.
Did they wrestle each other? I can't remember. Recently, did they wrestle each other recently?
Oh,
or?
recently? No, not recently.
We know a long time ago, but
Yeah.
recently they
I mean,
have.
yeah. I mean, if they want to do it again, okay, fine. But
didn't they have a match last year though? That
They may have. You could be right.
yeah.
Okay, you could be
because
right.
Cody,
Let's see.
because Randy wouldn't use the belt on him and he stopped.
Right.
You're right. So they did
Yeah.
do that. So they have run it recently. Okay, they have run it recently.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But
you see, here's the thing. This goes back to what we were talking about earlier. Is because we don't have other big stars like you talk about Obafemi, you talk about Braun Breaker. They have to be brought up.
Right.
Because Braun's another guy who could be huge, second generation star, good looking, explosive, mean, all that shit that you need from somebody. But you got to get him in the public eye. You got to get him to where people know who he is.
Right.
He needs to beat up a game show host or something. I don't know. Just saying.
Hey, the stuff that gets people over in the cultural like lexicon is usually has nothing to do with wrestling in a way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Well, I don't think being in the Royal Rumble for 16 seconds didn't help. So.
Right. I mean, last year, you may recall, at the Royal Rumble, he hit that spear on that ice speed content guy.
Yeah.
Millions and millions and millions and millions of videos and views like
broke him in half.
on all the social media, all over social media, like was a huge deal up and down, and nothing like that this year.
They say that guy, that I Show Speed guy, he had kind of teased that he wanted to do wrestling, but apparently it was going to be a lot more training than he wanted to do.
What did they think it is? Oh my god!
Shit, I don't know.
People don't think how hard it is. It's hard. It's not easy.
I mean, I remember the little bit of boxing training stuff I did. It's just a lot of work you're putting in there. Your conditioning
I
stuff.
am not a. Yeah, it's not easy. I mean, I am not a fan of Jelly Roll. I'm not. But I give him props because that man, he was in that ring training and he's been in the PC center for like, you know, it was saying he was there for like 30 something days straight in a row, you know, for his match. He was getting ready. And that man he was sweating oceans. So it's not easy. It's
Uh,
not easy.
James, you should have worked Jelly Roll into one of your sets as to show your appreciation.
Yeah. I mean, no, I mean, you know, I give the man credit for moving around like that, you know, because it's not easy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, for a guy who's not in great shape in the first place, the effort was there, you know, and
yeah, I mean, 30 straight days at a PC, shit, I would have dropped out to 3.
I think that's one of the things that we liked about, you know, for those of us like Mongo back in the day, is even though he wasn't great or you know he wasn't a
Mm.
natural pro wrestler like some people were, you know, he did put in a lot of effort,
Yeah, you put the work in,
you know.
you know. I mean, you know, you put the work in. I mean, there are things like put in the working and you still suck. I mean, look at Jay.
Right.
And there are things, you know. I mean, you know, he put the work in. You know, I mean, you know, like
Jade
everybody loved
Jade puts
Mondo
the
because he
work.
worked.
Jade puts the work in for her look.
Yeah,
That's
I mean, yeah, she's a real life superhero. I mean, she's a real life superhero.
yes.
So, you
I mean
know, people were saying, how come Jay
She
Cargill
looks
has the
like a real
belt?
life superhero.
Right.
but
How
it's
come
one of
Jay
the
Cargill has the belt? Well, have you seen the way she looks?
well,
That's
yeah. I
why.
mean, the thing with Jade Cargill, and we said this when she was in AEW, is that she looks like she looks athletic, but she's not athletic.
No.
I mean, she had trouble at times, like picking up like these some of the super tiny girls, and you're
How many
like,
times we see her
and people.
stumble up the steps?
Well, and people were like, but she's got all these muscles. She should be strong. But there's a difference between strength training and bodybuilding in a way. They're not like one is not the same. They're not all, it's not the
Right.
same thing. So people don't always get that. But
She's tripped going into the ring. She's tripped going out of the ring. She's tripped going over the rope. She's tripped going up the steps. I
she
mean,
looks
come
amazing.
on. She
I mean,
looks
the
amazing.
tag team setting was the best setting for her in a way because
Right.
other people could carry it. She just had to come in, hit a finish, and do her little pose thing like she was looking them.
I think Nia Jax said it best. She was like, I mean, who doesn't want to be Jay Stander? I mean, who doesn't want to be Jay Cargill if you stand still? Yeah, but then but then you have to walk. You know? I mean, she can't even walk straight. She's all fumbling over herself. So, you know, she looks like $1,000,000. You know?
You know, it's you know, and the thing is too is they need to book around her. You know,
Yeah.
if she can't get better.
She's going to have a match with Jordan Grace next week. Guess who's going to carry that match? You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder how they're going to work it.
Short and
Yeah,
sweet.
short, sweet. Yeah, you're exactly right, Pedro. Just short and sweet. Boom.
Like
That's it.
a midget strip club, short and sweet. It's just, I apologize for using the word midget, little people or whatever they're supposed to be called.
Goldberg versus Ultimate Warrior. Fucking minute and a half. Bang.
Oh God. Well, that one's never happening, but thank goodness. It
Yeah,
could have though. They were both in
they
the
could
same
have.
thing.
you know,
Yeah.
I did get to see, you know, the fall brawl. One of the best moments of that shitty fall brawl, 98 was when Jericho came to the ring with Ralphus and then they had that fake Goldberg that was like
Gilbert, right?
Huh?
Oh no, it wasn't Gilbert.
No,
Was it?
no,
No.
No, okay, yeah.
no.
It was that he was just a really short, like
Right.
power lifter. and he actually came in and did, and the whole that was I think people forget this, is that guy aped Goldberg, and people didn't know who the fuck this dude was. Like, he'd never been in there, but he did the spear, and he did the the growls and all that. He did the entrance and all that shit, and it just kind of like, to me, if I'm Goldberg, it's like, wow, he just kind of exposed me as that any fucking bulked up idiot can do what I do.
All right.
And I think that might have been part of the reason that he never ever wanted to do anything with Jericho, especially after that. But it's like, fuck it, you're a dumbass, and it's not like Jericho wanted to go over on Goldberg either. He just wanted to, just make a loud, noise, and get people something to cheer about and hate about and whatever. But
Goldberg strikes me as one of those people who you can't make fun of it because I'm Goldberg.
yeah, I saw that interaction again from, I don't know when it was, between him and Matt Riddle, and that was a pretty close moment to becoming a fight. And I hate to tell anybody that likes Goldberg, but Matt Riddle would have
He would have whooped his ass
all over the fucking hallway. So
Matt Riddle's had beef with a lot of people, though. He's got issues.
yeah, he does. He might have issues, but he's a legitimate. He's a
No,
legit
yeah,
fighter.
he is.
I wouldn't.
He is. He is.
I wouldn't fuck with him.
Nah.
He
He
just
is.
liked weed too much to have a successful MMA career at the time he was in it.
Yeah. But Goldberg, he's another one where, like, he's he's a victim of his own ego. He's a mark for himself.
I like that thing Zeus posted the other day with the Kill Bill, but it had a Bret Hart's face on with Thurman.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Bret Hart's another one. I mean, I love Bret Hart, but he's a mark for himself.
Well, but like, you can't really segue from Goldberg. Right?
Yeah, I know, Bret Hart. I know.
He had like what, 3 years? Really maybe closer to 2. Really big years in wrestling to somebody who worked his way up from nothing, and
All right, so who's the best comparison to Goldberg? Who are you gonna say, Luger?
Luger put in a lot of time too, man.
Yeah, Luger did. Luger was in there a long time before.
Yeah.
I
mean, he's one of the people that. But again, he had an attitude issue too.
Right.
Yeah, early on, but he doesn't anymore.
No, well,
he had to get humbled quite a bit, Zeus.
Yeah, I know that, but I mean, I'm just saying, it's not, we're talking about Goldberg and Bret Hart that won't let shit go.
Right.
After right. Yeah.
And I mean, Luger got humbled by God himself. But it's
I mean, Goldberg and Warrior, maybe. Yeah.
Well, yeah, Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah. Ultimate Warrior is a good comparison.
Warrior.
Although Ultimate Warrior,
even though Goldberg's still not as I wouldn't consider his career as important as
Ultimate Warriors.
Ultimate
Warriors, because of he's another one that kind of came up through the territories, and
right.
He worked his way up. and was,
Yeah, Blade Runners was Sting in UWF. Remember that?
And he was the
Yeah, but
Dingo
no-
Warrior in World Class. And
Yeah, Dingle
Yeah.
Warrior. That's right. Yeah.
I mean, it's really. I mean, he just hit that. He hit the ground running in WWE, WWF. And the people responded to him. Even though he was, he was tired in 25 seconds, and he had short ass matches, and
Who blows up quicker, Ultimate Warrior or Jey Uso?
boy, that's sad. That's a sad comparison, right?
well, what's weird about that is because the Usos were pretty pretty athletic for a long time.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know. I mean, unless Jay has an underlying issue that we don't know about. But I mean, how do you get blown up from just walking through the crowd?
Oh man, I saw people this week trying to say maybe Roman's cancer's back. That's why they're giving him this Royal Rumble win and push again. And I was like, why are y'all trying to even put this out into the universe like at all?
Yeah, that's not cool.
That's not cool at all.
That's not. Yeah, that's no.
If his cancer was back, he wouldn't be going for another push.
I was just about to say, if his cancer was back, he wouldn't be on TV, you fuckers. What's wrong with you?
Like, I don't. They have
wrestling fans. Oh boy, a lot.
They have too much of a TV movie idea of what cancer is. I'll say that. Like, they're not thinking about
this ain't an episode of ER. Hello.
It's not an episode of House. Oh, it's not cancer.
Yeah.
It's one thing. It's just one obscure thing that only I can think of.
And it'll be cured in 60 minutes.
How long did that show go on like that?
House was on for a while, right? Yeah, House was on what? 8 years?
To watch like 3 episodes,
something like that.
You got the whole series. That's
like 8 seasons or something.
Yeah, everything's curable in 60 minutes.
One time, Stephanie and I were at the library, and this librarian was looking at me, and they said, "You look like Hugh Laurie." And I was like, "I look like Hugh Laurie, like from House and all that." I don't see it, but like we both have dimples. Is that it? Like
we're both male, human. What?
We're both male humans. What else has been going on? And like anything, movies, TV, blah blah blah. Not anything, but in the entertainment section. We don't need to go into other stuff going on in the world. But what all is going on? Anything movie, TV wise, y'all been digging or?
What have I been watching? I haven't really been watching much.
I started watching something the other day, and I hear something. All right, so do you guys remember the Final Fantasy movie with I guess it was Alec Baldwin and all those big name celebrities did the voices for it. It was a CGI movie.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I put that on while I was working, right?
Terrible.
So I'm just, I'm working, I'm doing stuff in Illustrator, so I can only listen to it.
Right.
And it is the most boring,
it's terrible movie,
fucking thing ever. I mean, just to listen to it, it could have been like listening to them did not take me into a different world.
Right.
It felt like it was some kind of just generic disaster movie.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like a disaster movie. Because and you had competing, like you didn't even really have a bad guy per se in this movie. It was so dumb. And it like great voice actors, but you could have plugged that dialogue in you could have plugged that audio into a completely different kind of a movie, and it wouldn't have mattered a bit.
Yeah.
You know, they could have all been Americans on Earth talking about a nuclear disaster or a kaiju or one of a million fucking things. But it was just, I was like, wow, this is just, I couldn't, I got toward the end of it and I'm like, yeah, they really need to use this Zeus cannon or whatever, that they're going to try to, oh no, it's going to save the world with the spirits from within.
You want to speak of generic disaster movie? I saw the new trailer for The Exorcist. Another Exorcist movie.
No.
Oh. Oof.
No.
Oh, yes. Exorcist Deceiver, I think it's called. I think that's what it is. Oh, I'm like, yeah. Here we go. Can't leave shit enough alone. Just can't leave it alone, can you?
On the Final Fantasy thing, I just want to say Final Fantasy as just a premise is something that works in an immersive setting. Has to be a game or potentially it has to be a series. It's not going to work as a movie, especially not like what they try to do in that movie. It just, it just was the wrong approach and everything. There's something I want to talk about in regards to movies, though.
Mm-hmm.
Last weekend, there's a movie Stephanie wanted to see, and she could only find it on some platform called Mubi. And so I'm looking it up, and like they had some deal. It was like 3 months for $1, and I'm browsing through their selection. And it's like, I was looking at movies from Japan. They had 417 pages of movies from Japan. I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, they got so much stuff. They got this and that. We were both kind of freaking out how much different stuff they had. So I signed up for the deal, right? So we could watch this movie. And then like later I was looking at it. And I noticed because I saw Wild Zero. I've always wanted to see the movie Wild Zero. Do you guys know about the movie Wild Zero?
No, I don't. No.
There is this punk rock rockabilly band in Japan, and they made a zombie movie around them in this sometime in the 2000s or whatever. Always wanted to see it, but can't find it anywhere. Never on any of the streaming services and stuff. So it's something I always wanted to see. And so they had that listed as, so I'm all excited, like, oh, I'm gonna get to watch this movie finally. But then you try to watch the movie and you can't watch the movie, you can't find it. You're like, but it was listed in the things that came back, right?
Yeah.
And then you start going through stuff, and you know what you realize? Imagine if you went to a platform and it showed you every movie in the world, and you're like, oh, I can watch every movie ever in creation. But then you try to watch the movie and it's like they have a page for it, they got a thumbnail, they got a write-up, but then it says this movie is not available.
Yeah.
And so everything becomes like this. Everything is like, this movie is not available. This movie is not available. This movie is not available. And then you realize there's a switch you have to do. You have to, a little button thing you have to click that shows now showing. So so now showing is off when you go to this site, but then you click now showing, and then suddenly, remember the 417 pages of Japanese movies? It becomes like less than 1 page of movies, and the selection goes from infinity to like this tiny amount of movies you can watch.
Well, you get what you pay for, $1. There you go.
$1. I mean, we got to watch the documentary that Stephanie wanted to watch last week, but I was just like, I'm not saying there isn't stuff worth watching on there. I'm just saying, if anyone sees this deal being touted about the 3 months for $1, if you go to the movie website, you need to click on, if you go to browse, you need to click on the now showing thing, so you can see the actual things you can see, because otherwise they're going to show you like you can see every movie ever made, and that's
Right.
not. You cannot see every movie ever made. You can just see a very small selection of curated selection of movies. So I just want to put that warning out there for anyone, everyone, and anyone. So beware of
Okay,
movies.
for $1. For $1, though. I mean, have the expectations too high.
I know. I was all dreaming all kind of stuff. I was like, I'm going to give up my morning. I'm not going to.
I actually watched that movie on Prime. What's it called? Wrecking Crew with it was with Jason Momoa and Dave
yeah.
Bautista.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I was
Oh, it
like,
looks terrible.
yeah, it's a mindless summer viewing in the winter.
If it's
So,
not good, it's terrible, James.
right, yeah, it's terrible. You're right, it's terrible. It's no Jaws the Revenge, but it's terrible.
So
Right?
Jaws the Revenge.
So
Because
that
Jaws the Revenge at least has Michael Caine in it.
right, exactly.
The Jason Momoa and fucking Batista can't act their way out of a paper bag.
And Jason Momoa, is it me or does he play the same exact character in every movie, just a different name?
It took you this long to realize that?
I'm Jason Momoa playing Jason Momoa, but being a relative of Jason Momoa, so they call me Jason. It's just,
I mean, he's the
oh
same guy he was in Aquaman as the one where
yeah,
he was
Aquaman.
fighting people that invaded his winter home or shit in the snow or whatever the fuck that was.
It's just
Fucking
But
thanks, Kevin Costner,
hold
for putting
on,
that
hold on, hold on
showing
though,
the
hold
world you
on
can
though.
be the same boring goddamn person you are in
Wait,
every single fucking movie. Thank
wait,
you so much.
wait. Oh, he's good, but now Jason Momoa is gonna wear makeup so now he's gonna play Jason Momoa in makeup in Supergirl as Lobo. So
Oh, okay,
Jason,
okay. For a moment, I
yeah,
thought you said he
Jason
was going to
Momoa
do
wearing makeup.
like a glam rock thing or something. I was like, oh, this sounds kind of
No, no,
interesting.
he's playing Lobo, aka Jason Momoa. So
Okay. That's right.
You know that role might be above him. I mean, even though he looks the part, I don't know. I don't know if he can pull that off or not. So
all he's gotta do is be Jason Momoa.
I mean, not to be Lobo though.
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah, with knowing James Gunn, they'll find a way to screw that up. So,
Mm.
you know, now, all of a sudden, people are starting to talk about Avengers Doomsday, talk about, all these fans are going to get exactly what they always wanted. It's finally going to happen. Every Marvel character from all these movies are finally in one movie. I'm like, news. Okay,
I'm
sure.
sorry, but they peaked with Endgame. Possibly peaked. Actually, possibly they peaked with
The Infinity Wars, yeah.
Infinity War, and they
Yeah,
just kind of plateaued downward slightly with Endgame, but then it just fell the fuck off.
it did. It's horrible.
So, but DC they can't get their shit together.
Nope.
Um, there's way too many people making decisions. And what's his name is James Gunn is definitely not the person to be running all their shit.
And Zeus, and remember, you have 3 different Batmans running around at the same time. Okay, because you got because you got Robert Pattinson's Batman 2, right? You got James Gunn's Brave and the Bold. There's going to be a totally different Batman. And then you get another side Batman product by DC on its own. So 3 different people playing 3 different Batmans at the same time. Good job, DC. Good job.
You know that this kind of shit doesn't even work good in comics.
No.
You know, I mean, they did Crisis on Infinite Earths, and you know, part of the success of all that was they were killing off these other versions of these characters. You know, they were being destroyed in an antimatter wall that was going through the multiverse. So, you know, that's part of the success of it. But you know, with this endless callbacks and bullshit that they want to do in modern crap now, you know, that part of the reason they're doing this is so they can see what they can throw against the wall and you know, try to find the next you know, direction for the next project to go.
Not for nothing. Is it me? But the best thing that came out of Robert Pattinson's The Batman, it was the HBO series The Penguin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that far and away.
Of course. I mean,
that
movie's terrible.
Right.
Batman was terrible.
He's, you know, Robert Pattinson's a terrible Batman. He's a terrible Bruce Wayne.
My
that's the best thing that came out of The Batman was the Penguin.
Yeah, the Penguin is easily the best thing.
And now from what they're talking about is they're not even going to have the next Batman movie is not even going to be, you know, it's not going to be you know, Sophia as the villain leading into the Penguin as the villain.
Oh,
it should be though, right?
But you know, I'm just telling you that's what I've heard is that they're not going to.
They're already fucking it up
anymore.
Yeah, horrible. Because I like the Penguin. I think it's a great series. It's awesome.
I mean, because honestly, the best way it could go is that Sophia sets up Batman for a fall. She loses at the end. You bring in the third movie, and then Penguin wins and blows his brains out. You know, that would be great. I'd be okay.
I like that, Zeus. I like that.
You know, just put a real finale on that.
Yeah,
He can kill Catwoman too because she was terrible.
Oh damn!
Yeah,
wearing a fucking toboggan on her head with a hole in it.
Shit.
When you make people go, wow, remember when Halle Berry was fucking
oh fuck, that is bad.
At least she looked like Catwoman. At least
I don't, to be honest, the Halle Berry, I don't think her costume was all that great, and she's not.
It's better than a sock on her head.
Right. Okay. I'm not disagreeing with that, but she was just wearing like a crop top and some leather pants.
Words.
But you know, Hollywood can get away with that.
Terrible movie too, but.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. That you know. So I don't even know why they're making Batman 2 anyway. I mean, really?
Money.
Yeah, but did Batman do that good?
The guy that was the Joker at the end, he looked like one of the killer clowns from outer space.
Yeah.
Put up your dukes.
I'm gonna knock your block off. Bink. Yeah, but he wasn't even in the movie, but it was a deleted scene with the Joker, right, or some shit like that. So they messed that whole thing up.
I swallowed my comm badge.
Oh, don't get me started, Zeus! God damn it!
Star Trek, nothing but Star Trek.
I am not watching that. I am not watching Star Trek.
Okay, hold on.
And
Jim,
I told Zeus the only way I'll watch Tron Ares if we do a watch together, because this way I can hate watch that piece of shit.
Okay,
Disney sucks.
This was my question, James. I was gonna say, would you rather have a watch along hate watch of the Neutron with you and Zeus, or would you rather do it with the Star Trek? The
I
Star
can't
Trek.
do Star Trek. I can't. I can't. I
The Tron
can't.
movie's going to be over 2 hours.
True,
Exactly.
true.
In the fucking
True.
Star Trek.
I can't. The Gemma, half Klingon, half Gemma Dark. Get the fuck out of here! No,
Pedro,
no.
did you watch that video I said about the Tron Ares?
Was it in the chat?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Did you watch that, James?
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah,
I watched it.
Look just fucking terrible.
I did not get to watch it. No, I did not get a chance.
I watched it.
Cinema Sins, right?
It.
No, Cinema Sins, right?
Yeah, Cinema Sins.
Yes.
It is infinitely worse than I thought it could possibly be. I mean, I mean, what the fuck? I understand why Hollywood keeps imploding on itself. Like, who thought this was a remotely good idea? And then you put in these fucking actors that can't act.
But you had Zeus. They had the ending everybody wanted in Tron Legacy. Why mess that up? Why?
I don't know why you don't bring the son of Flynn back. I don't know why you don't.
God, hello.
Why, like you bring him back.
Jay.
You bring back the girl, Doodleflots, whatever her name was, right? They're the heroes. Tron Ares is the bad guy, and then they get sucked into the real world, and then they fight it out in the real world, and then they go back and they fight it in the virtual world and end it all.
Zeus.
That's how you do it. You don't stop getting us to try to like fucking Jared Leto, because nobody likes him. He's not a good enough actor to get us to fucking care about him with his shitty fucking acting, and not to mention him and everybody else in that fucking movie is fucking terrible.
He may be a sex cult leader, but that's for us.
I pass it every time I browse Disney Plus. Every time I browse Disney Plus, I pass it. Tron Ares, and then I gag a little every time I pass it. I'm like, I'm actually skipping Tron Ares to watch Wonder Man. What does that tell you?
Oh man, what you hate yourself, I guess.
That's
I'm just looking up Jared Leto right now. I thought he was younger than me. He's older than I am. I'm surprised.
He's been around. He's been around.
Well, I mean, Pedro, you haven't sacrificed enough babies to stay young looking.
But he's like, he's 54.
Taliban.
Right?
Yeah, he's been around. I mean, he's been around for a while. So it's just, I don't know. I mean, he should just listen, because everything he touches turns to shit.
And another guy who I think is a better actor than him, that was in Tron Legacy, is that guy. He's in Peaky Blinders and
the Irish guy, right? Or English or whatever he is. What is that guy's name?
He played the Scarecrow.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
that's Cillian Murphy.
Yeah, Cillian Murphy. Yeah.
Like, I'd rather watch him than fucking Jared Leto.
Again, the only way I'm watching Tron Ares is Zeus and I hate watch it together. That's it. Because I can't do Star Trek.
And Pedro, guess what the stupid memberberry callback bullshit is for Tron Ares?
What?
Is the the descendant of Sark.
Yeah, here we go.
Like
Mm.
there's
Brain's
like
frozen.
his program has been like the master control program has been floating around somewhere, right? Just waiting to come back, and oh god, please.
And people wonder why I keep ending up in the hospital.
don't watch
James's
it.
poor heart can't take this.
Don't watch
shit.
it.
Oh, I can't. I refuse.
Don't watch Star Trek. What's this?
No.
Fleet Academy. Don't watch
No.
that. Don't watch Tron Ares, and don't
I've
watch
seen all-
AEW Collision tonight on TNT HBO Max.
First of all, Klingon shouldn't be triggered. What the hell? I can't. Calm down. Musa.
Hey,
Musa.
Musa.
Serenity now.
Serenity now.
Would you like to see the evil in art?
Oh.
Yeah. Some, please.
I don't know if you've heard me.
Please, just show me.
I've been tweaking it out while we've been on the air.
Oh, okay, yeah. Show us, please.
We've got
anything
it up the screen.
Anything that does not remind us of Jared Leto or Tron Ares or Trigger's fucking Klingon. Half Klingon, half Jim O'Dor. Get the hell out of here.
Oh, okay. I had the wrong thing. Okay, here we go. Hold on. I got to add to the stage, and I got to do this. There we go.
Oh, let me see. Oh, yeah, that's hot. No, Zeus, I like the scepter. Nice.
Yeah,
I like the scepter.
He's amazing.
Yeah. Digging it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now you gotta do Castle Grayskull. You know that, right?
Oh, I forgot
I
to show you the Castle Grayskull thing. Hold on.
I didn't leave much room for a background behind her.
Yeah. I think I drew Castle Grayskull once.
I might have to fix that in Photoshop, though.
Wow, what's wrong with it?
I mean, top of her thing is cut off, you know.
Oh, it's cut off? Yeah.
Top of her crest.
I think I drew Castle Grayskull once. And I was
sure
like,
I
oh.
drew it back in the, when I was a kid.
Yeah, I did.
It was very cool. So was Snake Mountain.
Yeah, I like Snake Mountain.
If you want to talk about evil cartoon layers, Spider Skull Island from the Venture Brothers is a really cool one.
Okay.
Even though it's a parody one. Oh, there we go.
Oh, look at that. I have the power.
What came in that, Pedro? Candy? Oh,
Skeletor. Now, that's kind of cool. I'm digging it.
Wow, he's kind of posable, isn't he? His arms move?
Yeah, his arms move.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So when
look at Tommaso Ciampa.
Yes, Tommaso Ciampa. When they have these in the store, the packaging, they have these codes on the bottom. They have these codes on the bottom on the packaging, and someone had a key online, and you could, if you followed the key, you could tell exactly who you would get. So that's how I got Skeletor, because I followed the key. And there's like a whole, where does it go? Does it go here?
That's hot. Digging it.
Yeah, see, he can stand on top of the thing. See.
Oh yeah.
That's all right. That's kind of cool. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Look at that.
Oh, I could imagine Starfleet Academy. What's next? What, half Klingon? I mean, half Vulcan, half Borg? What's next? Huh?
Well, that would be something very very emotionless and devoid of anything except logic. That would of course that nobody can relate to that, James. You can't relate to it.
That's important.
You can't relate to logic.
Zeus, you sound a little bit like Norm Macdonald there. You can't relate to it. Now, Zeus, there's something I've been wanting to ask you. What would Juice Robinson have to say about Evil appearing in the WWE?
Ooh.
Well, I got one thing to tell you. It's even though it's not 1996 WWF and it's not going to choppy on my pee-pee, everything is not evil. And I don't know what you're going to be selling there. I don't know. You're gonna sell your little glow in the dark little sticks and things.
Can you imagine? Imagine the choppy pee thing with the scythe with the evil.
Lord. Can you? No way. No. They wouldn't even call him evil. Well, you can't do that. We have kids watching. Oh my God.
He's gonna be known as moderately bad.
Moderately bad. And coming to the ring, moderately bad.
From Tokyo, Japan, they're probably gonna give him a straw hat and some other.
No. What is he becoming? Luffy from One Piece? Like,
yeah, that's it.
Oh my God.
Brutal. They don't know what they're doing.
Wearing a red tank top and
no.
Why? I mean, why? I mean, if you have all this young talent and Evolve and NXT, why bother with Evil? Why?
Only thing I can think is having connections or like liaison sort of people who can go back and forth between WWE and Noah or something like that.
Don't they have that already, Pedro?
Yeah, you got Nakamura, you've got Tozawa, sort of. I mean, Tozawa's a comedy character, but you could, have him go do junior heavyweight stuff in theory. Who knows? I mean, but
maybe he could talk Hideo Itami to come back.
Oh my God!
Well, Kenta is in Noah, so he is back in Noah, so that would be funny. Like, look, it's Hideo, blah blah blah.
It's Hideo Itami. No,
James,
I'll hurt my shoulder again.
James, you got anything going on this week?
Nothing but a shitload of appointments. That's it.
No,
I will not be DJing this week. I can't do it this week.
Okay.
I mean, I was spinning last night. Not to toot my own horn. I was hot, but it takes a lot out of me. It's just, like the bounce back is not happening as quick as before. So, but it's all part of the game. So as long as I'm still kicking, it's all good.
Zeus, what about you? You got anything going on this week?
No, I think I'm gonna take some of this stuff to work and get it scanned though, so I can start.
Nice.
Dropping some color in this stuff. I'm starting to get a buildup of
Zeus.
inked work.
Zeus, let me ask you a question. How long would it take you to do an entire piece of the whole of everybody from Master G Universe, including Castle Grayskull in the background?
A long time. That's a lot of damn characters.
Yeah, that's a lot of characters.
Yeah. So even if you just do He-Man, Skeletor, She-Ra, Evelyn, a Battle Cat,
I'm not drawing.
Maybe Man at Arms. No, come on.
Not drawing She-Ra. I'll draw Tila. I'll draw Sorceress.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the sorceress would be cool.
She-Ra's terrible.
She-Ra.
Yeah, I would do the sorceress. Yeah, I'll do the sorceress.
Sorceress.
Whoa, you can do the sorceress hovering over Castle Grayskull, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Hovering. She could be flying. Why does she just hover?
She's just hovering over everybody. Like, these are my peeps. I have the power.
You may be taking the stuff to work to scan and dropping color and
yeah, maybe we can do that. Maybe I can color on stream next Friday.
Oh, nice.
We do it.
That Evil Lynn was good.
We do art jam.
Yeah,
wait a minute! I won't be DJ next week. Maybe I'll join you guys on art jam.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Last night I was doing Figurary, which is figure drawing in February. I'll be continuing that the rest of the month. Non-nude, James. I'm not doing nude because I can't do nude stuff on Twitch and all that. But
yeah, but you're good at it. There's some people who can't do nude. There's some people just can't do it.
Imagine that I'm good at drawing naked ladies. It's crazy.
Hey, I've seen some people just totally mess that up.
Let's see. Monday, Music Monday, Tuesday, actually, Tuesday, Markout Mania is brought to you by Final Fantasy Journey of Discovery. Because I'll be opening this on Tuesday.
I thought you was gonna pull out the DVD Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within.
No,
I was like, hold on, I gotta go get mine.
It's the Final Fantasy cards. So I'll be opening these on Tuesday, Wednesday the music, Friday art jam. And then next week here it'll be our last Markout Mania Saturday morning for a while, for potentially 2 months or more. So
just keep in the loop. Follow Pedro on social media, and we'll let you know. Hopefully, we'll be able to switch to another night.
At Texan Spaniard on all the social media platforms. Not all.
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, whoa, hold on.
Hold on.
Whoa,
there you go, Zeus.
Yeah, there it is.
There you go.
Special edition.
Wow. It's the DVD. I'm glad you don't have that on.
Has that got the 5 minutes of Donald Sutherland down there?
Yeah, it's got all kinds of shit on it. It's a 2-disc. It's a 2-disc special edition. Yeah, it's got everything.
Nice.
I got all that bullshit.
So yeah, next week we'll go crazy on the show. Not really. Next week's Valentine's, so it's gonna be a loaded day for me. But anyways, amigos, thank you Echo Gate Studios for showing up. Thank you to any lurkers out there, because I saw our numbers go up and down throughout the thing. So any lurkers out there?
I got one more to show you.
Oh, you got something else? Okay, hold on.
Another Final Fantasy.
Oh, I remember that. Okay. Nice.
Fun times.
Everyone, take care of yourself. Be good to each other. Be good to yourself as well. And
thanks for being Blind Blair.
Watch whatever you want to watch. Enjoy what you enjoy, and we will catch up with y'all next week.
Don't watch Starfleet Academy.
Yeah, don't watch that though. Adios.
Later.